This is your weekly workout for lifespan. And no, it's not just cardio. And it's not just lifting weights. Longevity training isn't about picking sides. It's about training systems. Because if you only do cardio, you age into frailty. And if you only lift weights, you miss the engine that predicts lifespan. The real sweet spot is a weekly mix of Zone 2, strength, and power. Think of it like this. Zone 2 builds the engine. Strength builds the chassis. Power is the airbags and turbo that keep you agile instead of fragile. If you want more science-backed longevity playbooks like this, hit like and subscribe. And check the description for Amazon links to tools we mention, plus our longevity compass book. Now let's build this from the ground up. First, the baseline truth. If your weekly plan doesn't hit all three pillars, cardio, strength, and intensity, it's not a longevity plan. It's just random exercise. Public health guidelines have been boringly consistent for years. Adults should aim for 150 to 300 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week, plus muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days per week. And for older adults, balance and fall prevention work shows up again and again. That's not influencer opinion, that's the flaw. Now let's layer in why each pillar matters for lifespan. Let's start with strength training. Muscle is not just for looking good in a t-shirt, it's metabolic tissue. Large cohort analyses show that muscle strengthening activity is associated with roughly 10 to 17% lower risk of all-cause mortality, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. But here's the part most people miss. The dose response looks Goldilocks. The biggest benefits show up with about 30 to 60 minutes per week. You don't need 6 lifting days. You need enough lifting, done consistently. Strength protects you from sarcopenia, improves insulin sensitivity, supports bone density, and keeps joints functioning. It protects the body you move in. Now let's talk cardio, specifically cardiorespiratory fitness. If you could only train one biomarker for longevity, VO2 peak and cardiorespiratory fitness would be near the top of the list. Large reviews show that higher fitness is one of the strongest and most consistent predictors of lower mortality we have. Not steps, not body weight, but real fitness. This is where Zone 2 comes in. Zone 2 is steady, sustainable aerobic work below your first lactate or ventilatory threshold. In real life, that means, you can speak in full sentences. Breathing is controlled. You often can nasal breathe. Your effort feels like about a 3 to 4 out of 10. And you finish the session feeling better, not wrecked. Here's an important nuance. Heart rate percentages can be misleading because people vary. The talk test and perceived effort are more reliable for most people than chasing a single magic heart rate. If you can only speak in short phrases, you're probably drifting too hard. Zone 2 builds mitochondrial density, improves metabolic flexibility, and strengthens the heart and blood vessels. It protects the heart you live with. Now comes the most neglected pillar, power. Power is force applied quickly, and here's the problem. Power declines earlier, and faster, than strength as we age. That decline is tightly linked to loss of independence, balance issues, and fall risk. Reviews show that power training improves functional capacity and fall-related outcomes, especially in older adults. Strength keeps you capable, power keeps you agile. Longevity is not just about being alive. It's about not becoming fragile. So the question becomes, how do you fit all of this into 1 week? Well, here are the weekly non-negotiables. Zone 2, build toward 150 to 300 minutes per week. Strength, 2 full-body sessions per week. Power or intensity, 1 to 2 brief sessions per week. Daily movement, steps still matter. Now let's provide a plug-and-play template. First, the time-crunched longevity week, about 3 to 4 hours total. Monday, full body strength, 45 to 60 minutes. Tuesday, Zone 2 cardio, 30 to 45 minutes. Wednesday, a power primer, 10 to 15 minutes, plus a short Zone 2 session. Thursday, off, or just walking and mobility. Friday, full body strength again. Saturday, Zone 2, 45 to 60 minutes. Sunday, easy walk plus optional balance work. This hits every pillar without living in the gym. Now the standard longevity week, 5 to 7 hours. This is the sweet spot for most LC viewers. Monday, strength with a lower body focus, plus a short Zone 2 finisher. Tuesday, Zone 2, 45 to 60 minutes. Wednesday, power plus intervals. That might look like a warm-up, then 6 to 10 rounds of 1 minute hard, 1 to 2 minutes easy. Thursday, Zone 2 plus mobility. Friday, strength with upper body and posterior chain focus. Saturday, a longer Zone 2 session, 60 to 90 minutes. Sunday, off, or light movement and balance work. This is where fitness, muscle, and resilience all improve together. And for enthusiasts, there's the high-volume longevity week. 2 to 3 strength sessions. 3 to 4 Zone 2 sessions. 1 to 2 intensity or power sessions. But here's the rule: volume only helps if recovery is excellent. Otherwise, it backfires. Now let's zoom in on strength, because this is where people overcomplicate things. You don't need novelty, you need coverage. 2 full body sessions per week is enough for longevity. 5 to 8 movements per session, 2 to 4 sets each, mostly 5 to 12 reps. Leave 1 to 3 reps in reserve most of the time. Here are the patterns that matter: a squat or lunge, hip hinge, a push, a pull, a carry, and some core or bracing work. That's it. This is the kind of training consistently linked to lower mortality and disease risk, especially when paired with aerobic work. Now power training, safely. Power does not mean max effort. It means moving light to moderate loads fast, with perfect form. Here are some great options for adults over 40: kettlebell swings, medicine ball slams or chest passes, fast but controlled step-ups, and short hill strides or bike accelerations. Low reps, long rests. Stop before fatigue slows you down. This preserves fast twitch muscle and coordination, the stuff you lose first if you ignore it. Now a quick credibility boost: the interference effect. Doing lots of endurance and strength together can blunt strength or power gains, especially with poor scheduling. The fix is not skipping cardio or skipping lifting. It's smart sequencing. If you train both on the same day, lift first and do cardio after, or separate sessions by several hours. Keep most cardio in Zone 2 so recovery stays manageable. And don't turn every workout into moderately hard. Progression is simple: only change one lever at a time. Add minutes to Zone 2 first. Add load or reps to strength when things feel smooth. Add small doses of intensity, then hold steady. Here's an easy rule: add 10 to 15 minutes per week to Zone 2 until you hit your target. Add 5 pounds or 1 to 2 reps when lifts feel clean. Finally, safety and scaling. If you're deconditioned or new, start with walking for Zone 2 and 2 lifting days. Earn intervals later. For beginners over 40, power starts non-jumping. And if you have chest pain, fainting, or known heart disease, get medical clearance before hard intervals. Here's the takeaway: the best longevity routine is not one workout. It's a weekly blend. Zone 2 keeps your metabolism flexible. Strength keeps you hard to kill. Power keeps you hard to break. Quick reminder: if this helped, like and subscribe. And check the description for Amazon links to tools that support training and recovery, plus our longevity compass book. Now we want to hear from you. Which pillar do you tend to skip, Zone 2, strength, or power? And what are you going to add this week? Because longevity isn't built in one workout, it's built across the week.